Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 10th. This week, check out astrojar.com. We've updated the site a little bit, fixed the signs section as well. So if you click under signs, if you click on Aquarius, we fixed that up a little bit. So at least for the most part, only Aquarius shows up under that section. And you can find a lot of awesome new readers and people who do just like other reading type things. So that's pretty cool. Make sure to support those people. Like I said, we did this so that we can help other people grow. So definitely check those people out. But let's see what is going on for you this week. Let's see here. Definitely new energy. You show up as well, which is always nice. Whenever you show up, again, it puts you in a position of strength and a position of power. And you're showing up as a sign of mastery as well. So I really like to see that for you. But let's see. Let's get into this and see what's going to happen for you this week. Yeah, let's see here. So you're going to need to definitely focus on new things in your life. Don't focus on the old. Three of Diamonds can come up when we focus too much on old stuff that no longer serves us, things that we don't need to focus on anymore. And also old ideas. You should be focusing on all new stuff now with this card. Also, if you are involved in anything legal, make sure to go back over and check the paperwork. Actually, anything involving contracts and just in general. Make sure to double check all of those things. If you're signing a lease or signing buying a house or anything like that, double check all the paperwork because you might actually find something that benefits you. This card can represent problems with paperwork in legal matters, and usually the problem actually could benefit you if you could fix it. So again, don't be lazy and make sure to go back over any paperwork and things like that. Next, you show up. This is you. This would be an air sign, Aquarius, right here, the King of Spades, and you're showing up in a position of mastery. So this is a really good, kind of like a good position to show up as. King of Spades has learned from all his mistakes. He's fixed a lot of his mistakes in life, and he's actually learned how to use them to his advantage. So it's a great card for that. Also a card that represents justice and more justice coming to you. So if you're involved, again, in anything legal, you could be seeing a lot of justice in those matters. On the flip side, this card can represent problems with the opposite sex in a divorce type situation. So if you're involved in like a divorce or even just some sort of like maybe custody matter or something like that, again, don't get too caught up on the fact that this is a male card because it could be male or female. There could be problems with the other side. Double check your paperwork. That's where the problems are going to be. Fix it now so that you don't have to deal with it later. And fix it before it becomes a problem again. So just double check all that stuff. Next, you have the Ace of Clubs. My favorite card in the deck represents abundance, and it represents learning something as well. So this is a card of, I always tell people, when this card comes up, it's a really great card because, if you're like trying to get a job and you have an interview this week, just gaining a little bit extra knowledge about the job that you're about to do, and then being able to flex those muscles when you go to the interview, could be the difference between you getting the job and not getting the job. So, again, if you're like trying to get a job, learn something about what you're going to be doing, and then, like I said, flex that knowledge when you get to the interview because that could give you the job. This is also a card if you're looking for a promotion, same thing. It's all about like showing that you've gained some sort of knowledge that could promote you and things like that. So it's a really great card. It's a great card for new beginnings. It's also a great card for communications this week as well. Next, you have the Ten of Diamonds. Represents prosperity and abundance coming to you, growth, more money, more success coming in as well. Great for travel if you're planning on traveling, moving, buying a new home, or even selling something as well. This is a very prosperous card for all of those things. It's even a very lucky card as well. And I always say it's not like luck as in gambling. Tens wouldn't really represent gambling luck, but they can definitely represent they can represent luck when you take a risk in business or in a job or in an investment, especially if you're retired. This is also one of those cards that comes up when maybe your financial advisor or something comes to you and says, hey, we want to take part of your retirement and shift it into this. Maybe it's a little bit riskier of an investment with a larger payoff. and this is a card of taking that risk and having a lot of luck to back it up there. Next, you have the Fool. This card's been coming up a lot recently. The Fool is all about stepping off onto a new path and it's starting a new journey, so it's a very good card. But it is about watching where you put your feet and making sure that you're doing things correctly. But I always look at the Fool as a good card. I think it does represent a great time to start something new, great time to step off on a new path, as long as you're doing it with thought and intention, and you're really watching what you're doing. Next, you have the Nine of Spades. It's been coming up over the past couple weeks. It can represent disappointments and going through a lot of disappointments. I think what I will say is, like, for the past 8 years, we've had this Nine of Spades energy where we've just been experiencing tons of disappointments and having disappointing things happen to us. Now that that energy's coming to an end. So I think we're experiencing a lot of disappointments very close together on, like, things that we're trying to do, maybe projects we're trying to start, or people we're trying to date, and anything. Spades, very general cards. So those disappointments are kind of condensing. So I've been hearing a lot of people say that they think, like, this time right now has been very tough and all of this other stuff, and it's partially true. We've been going through very quick disappointments, but I think the success that's on the other side of those disappointments is much greater. So just keep going, and just know that these things aren't going to be that bad either. They're a lot less than what we've been experiencing over the past 8 years as well. But you end with the Queen of Diamonds. Very good for finances, planning your finances, and experiencing better finances as well. So I like to see that for you, but looks like a great week. Even with that disappointment, probably will be a blessing in disguise, really. Nine of Spades especially can represent a blessing in disguise. So just know that. But thank you for watching, and enjoy your week.